Before we get to the video, if you would like to support my channel, I do have a buy me a coffee and I will link it down below. YouTube repeatedly denies my channel monetization because they think I glorify ED behaviors and activities. So yeah, I will link that below. And I also started a Rumble channel, so I will link that below too. If you want to see full-length videos with stuff that I can't share on YouTube, it'll also be below. Alright, so I'm back to making videos. I know that's going to be really disappointing to some of you vegans that were lacking fundamental reading skills under my last community post explaining why my videos are taken down. I took them down, and that I would be back making videos, but I just have to make them very, very obviously reaction content, fair use reaction content. So yeah, y'all were like, the vegans were cheering like they think my channel was gone, but not quite yet. But anyway, people were also suggesting that I make a Rumble account, and I realized I already have one, so I'm gonna link it below. I have like a couple of subscribers over there. This video that I'm making, and probably a lot of the videos that I make, they will also be posted on Rumble, but they will be longer and they will have stuff that I can't show on YouTube because there are some pictures that I have to share of this lady, Jules. She's the one that gave me the 2 copyright strikes that I have right now. And so I have to share some pictures, some old Instagram stuff from her, and I hope people are right about Rumble that they will allow you to share stuff and all that, and they won't take down my content because I'm trying to unload. I have so much old stuff, y'all. I don't want to forget about all this old stuff that we've seen in years gone by from these vegans. You know, I want to make videos exposing a lot of that, even though it's old. I don't care if it's old, okay? Because especially with the kids, like her daughter's teeth are going to be done forever, okay, with this lady. But this one is going to be about Jules, okay? And so over on Rumble, I'm going to have the full video with the pictures and everything. And if you don't like seeing, maybe this will be better for people that don't like seeing stuff about, you know, pregnant and children and a lot of the horrible stuff that can happen and horrible stuff that comes from this vegan community. So maybe it'll be a little more toned down over here on YouTube. But over on Rumble, I'm going to just show everything. So let's get into this lady. Okay, Jules. If you don't remember who she is, she's a lady that was, or maybe still is, a raw vegan, and she went onto the Dr. Phil show claiming that her raw fruit, you can read it up there, she claims her raw fruit diet can cure everything from addiction to, you know what, the big C word. She went on national TV and was claiming this stuff, right? And I had videos on her years ago, many videos on her, because I was concerned about her kids, predominantly her first child. I'm not going to say the child's name, you know, but anyway, because the child's teeth were rotting and decaying, and she was sending the child to school with lunch boxes with nothing in it but FRU with IT at the end. She was just sending her to school with that. I don't know if I can say the whole sentence on YouTube. So she was sending her to school with that, and she said that the teachers were so intrigued by her diet and they were asking her all these questions, and I'm like, they're probably acting intrigued when they're really concerned. So anyway, Jules started giving me all these copyright strikes, right? And I was getting suspicious. I was like, why all of a sudden she giving me all these copyright strikes? I had an intuitive moment, and I went over to Reddit, and I can't say that everything on Reddit or anything on Reddit is actually true, but I came across a Reddit post that made me suspect something, okay? And wait, one more thing before I show that. This still shot right here is from the Dr. Phil show, okay? She decided to go into the Dr. Phil show and be on there. So this is not her content. This is from Dr. Phil. So Dr. Phil wants to give me a copyright strike for this still shot, then he can, okay? And you can clearly see this is from Yahoo Entertainment, and you can see Dr. Phil tag down there. We're going to get to that Reddit post in a second. So this is literally from Yahoo Entertainment, and she went on to the Dr. Phil show. So this is what she looked like at one point. She looked healthier than this, you know, obviously before she even started this whole raw vegan thing. And towards the end, right before she vanishes, when she was, you know, looking very unwell. But yeah, this is Jules in case you don't remember her. So let's go to the Reddit. All right, so over on the raw vegan Reddit, somebody asked the raw vegan family Jules, and anybody know what happened to them? They fell off the face of the earth. And I'm going to tell you what I recall, and I'm going to show you the pictures, like I said, but it'll be over on Rumble. I remember that towards the very end, she finally went in and got her daughter's teeth treated. They were looking bad for like literally for years, in my opinion. And then she finally went and got, you know, her daughter's teeth treated. There was like black stuff all around the teeth, and she finally went to go and get it treated. And that was like some of the last stuff that she showed, you know, and I don't know what happened. I don't know if those dentists reported her. I don't know what happened, but she disappeared. She started deleting all her stuff. Instagram, YouTube, all that stuff is gone. Even some old podcasts where I looked up stuff online. She was participating in podcasts and stuff, and now that's gone. I don't know if her videos, because she did interviews like on other people's channels. I'm not going to name the name of these channels, but I don't know if those are gone too. If she asked everybody to just take everything down. We're going to get into it. Okay, let me read the comments, okay? Someone wrote, good to hear they aren't posting pictures and videos of their kids anymore because, no, they were, besides those kids look particularly unhealthy and they hope the parents are doing something about that. Yeah. The young girl's teeth so far gone made them pretty sad to see. Okay, and her daughter's teeth were, like I already said, they were really in bad shape. The mom waited a long time to get them treated. From what, in my opinion, from my perspective, just looking at her social media, she waited a very long time and then she disappeared. And I'm going to get off the screen for just a second just to read this and show you. This is from Reddit. Someone wrote, I have been wondering the same thing. I went to her page and she was very active on all platforms. And they wrote, they can't find anything. Hopefully everything is okay. I know she was having some custody issues with her ex. So if you don't know, she has 2 daughters last I heard. And the first daughter's from somebody and the second daughter's from somebody else. Okay. Her kid's not with the guy she's currently with. And the oldest daughter isn't. She had an ex who she originally stated she started the Raw Vegan Family channel with. She has the younger daughter. The younger daughter is, the guy she's with the last year or so. She had posted a few times her ex was abusive and she was having a lot of legal custody issues with him. This was recent, maybe 5 months ago. Okay, so I do remember, hold on. Okay, so I do remember that she was saying that he was abusive and stuff, but I also remember him being there at the same time. Like they were there all together, raw. So I don't think that either one of these parents are particularly good for this child. If that's the one that they're fighting over custody for, allegedly, they're both terrible. Even the grandmother at one point was talking to Jules and saying how sickly she looked. But there was no evidence that the mother was trying to encourage her to feed Nina. I said her name. Let me edit it out. So yeah, I didn't see that there was anyone around that was of proper sound mind to properly take care of her. From my perspective, the grandmother or the mother certainly not the biological father. So do you think that could be true? That's why she's going around and deleting all this stuff? Like if you were so proud of it to go on the Dr. Phil show, I don't understand why you would feel like you have to go and delete not only the stuff about, the kids and all that, but about your activities, your FAST with an ING at the end activities. It seemed like she was also doing that while she was pregnant. I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to show you over on Rumble. So should we go over to Rumble now? Because I feel like it's time to look at some of the pictures and some of the old stuff that was going on that she had shared. She shared all this stuff. Okay, so this video will stop here and over on Rumble, it will share the pictures. It will share the stuff that she was sharing. And some of it is rather disturbing to even look at, particularly when she was pregnant. But let's go.